What's up, YouTube? All right, I got a couple of things I want to cover real quick. All right, first off, we keep seeing this trailer for esports. Now, we've seen the same exact trailers for a couple of months now. By now, normally you see something new, something different, something else to get you more intrigued by the game. Now, we like what we saw so far, but there's still some questions to be answered. Now, let me say this. Whether it's esports, whether it's a new Fight Night Champions game, whether it's another brand new series by a completely different company in the near future or wherever, let me say this. We need to have a boxing game that has a completely different feeling. We keep talking about we have next gen systems, right? We got all these, they're more powerful. They can, faster load speeds and everything, 4K play and all of that, 60 frames per second, 120 per second, frames per second, right? All this stuff, beautiful. Here's the thing, okay? We don't want a game that's the equivalent of one that was put out years and years ago, but just with better graphics. Everything. And listen, let me say this. I love Fight Night Champions. To this day, I play that probably more than anything else. Okay. But overall, Fight Night Champions was made 2011. When people compare like the UFC 3 or 4 to this, I'm saying, why are you guys comparing a game that came out 2020, 2019, 2018 to a game that came out in 2011? It doesn't even make sense. I mean, the thing is, the game has held up very well. Let's be real. And people are still making the most of it, still downloading characters, creating characters, fighters that, for fun, silly stuff and all of that. Okay. Let me just give some things that I think that I'm sure a lot of people would love to see. First, okay, of course, the systems, we know the graphics are going to be even better. Why don't we have actual title belts where your fighter is wearing his title or holding his title? His title is present, right? That's a vital part of you being a champion, right? You're the champ. You have your prized possession, your title. Why don't you make it where you can unify the divisions, right? Why don't you make it where fighters can go up and down in weight? Now, if for people that say, but that's unrealistic, well, listen, it's a video game. We want to make it realistic, but of course it's a game. There's things that you're going to do. Example, is it logical or is it possible for Muhammad Ali to fight Floyd Mayweather? But you see people always making those guys fight, or Mike Tyson versus Floyd Mayweather, or some stuff that don't happen, right? You can use whatever fighter you want from whatever weight class, but it looks weird to have a little tiny guy in there against a big gigantic guy. It just looks foolish. So what I'm saying is, why don't you make it where you can actually move fighters up and down in weight? That would be now, of course, we're not going to have a guy that fights at 115 pounds. He's going to go out to heavyweight. We get that in real life. But let's just be realistic, right? It would be fun to be able to do that. It's still a game. I mean, like I said, we're never going to see Ali versus Tyson or Ali versus Mayweather. We're never going to see Sugar Ray Leonard, versus Canelo Alvarez. We're never going to see these fights, but they're on there. All right. So that's unrealistic, but we put the legends on the game. Okay. So that itself is unrealistic. Okay. No different from putting Michael Jordan or Dr. J or Larry Bird and Magic Johnson on 2K. It's not going to happen in real life, but it's a game. So I think that would, and it would look better. Okay, to have a guy that can go up and fight at heavyweight, okay, and instead of having a guy trying to fight Mike Tyson at 147 pounds, I'm just saying, like, I think that would be a dope. I mean, it's a game. Come on, man. It's that would be a dope feature to have. Okay. Also, UFC has incorporated their women's division. WWE put women, the women's division on their game, not just throw a couple of women on there. We need Clarissa Shields. We need Layla Ali. We need Ann Wolf. You understand what I'm saying? We need the current fighters that's there right now. Look, why not? And don't just throw a few ladies on there. I mean, we can put them on there. 2K put the whole WNBA. Madden, you can play high school football. I mean, listen, We got to have something that stands out and things that we can say we've never had this. And not just have it, but make it worth having. I think that everybody would be pleased to have so many different features and options on these games. Make it where you can even start from the amateurs. Make it where you can actually fight in the Olympics. Make this happen. You can actually fight in the Olympics and go to the pros. You can simulate or you can actually train. Don't make it where you're getting called. They're calling drills or you're hitting the bag when it lights up. That's so old fashioned. That's back in the day stuff. Just make it where you can freestyle on the bag. Make it where you can hit the speed bag. Make it where you can hit the bounce. Look, we need to have something in the games. Make it where you can actually fucking jog. You can actually go for a jog, go for a run. Think outside the box, man. Do things, and this is all part of your training, or you can simulate. Make it, just add some things to the game that's going to make people really, really get into this, especially if it's on, because it's online play too, type of thing where, I'm like, hey, man, make it a little bit Sims, make it a little bit Forza. Make it where you can purchase cars. You can purchase homes and stuff like that. You can even trade, sell. Just make it fun. Online stuff that you can do. There's going to be people going, man, I don't care about that shit. But there's going to be people going, oh, that would be dope, and they would do it. I see people right now doing the same thing on Forza. You put cars up. Oh, yo, let me get that. I'll buy that. This is what they're doing. So it has to have a new edgy feeling to it. Give it solid gameplay. But I'm just saying that would be so dope. Look at NBA. Look at 2K. They're playing blacktop. They're doing scrimmage ball. They're doing one-on-one. They're doing legends and all. Why not? Take the time. Make a game where it's like, what, you can do all that. You can jog in different places. You can get your, all this is building for the next fight. Like I said, make it where you can go up and down and wait. You can unify any division that you can, all these different divisions. You can basically do everything. Of course, you're going to have a creative character mode on there. Okay. But you can do these things. You can choose trainers. You can get new managers and trainers. Make all these things that happens. Actually have a mode too where you can have a purse bid. Do that. Put all that stuff, not the politics of boxing, but put all the business things, the business side of things. Put that into the game. It gives you so much more options than to just have a game where you're just boxing. The graphics are great, but then there's not really much to do. And then it has the old school mechanics to it where you're doing the same things you did already. And, I'm not going to be someone that buys 2K every single year. I got to feel like I want it. Yeah, this is a step up. Okay, I want that. I'm not going to go buy 2K, WWE 2K every year. I'm not going to buy 2K basketball every year. I'm not going to buy Madden football every single year. No, I'm just not. It's not just to have it because, it's new, but then it's like, you play it and it's new. I have to feel that difference. When you're playing a game, when you're watching other people play and they're demonstrating what you can do, then you'll feel like, what? I want that. I have to feel that. So I think as a boxing game, like, we haven't had a decent boxing. That was the last great boxing game we had. I like the Fight Night series, mostly from 3. 2 was cool. 2 was more like an arcade simulator, but it was cool. But it started getting more realistic, like with 3 and 4. And then, of course, Fight Night Champions was the cream of the crop, and it's still going strong right now. So we need something on this game that we can do. Look, they have Bruce Lee on UFC 4, okay, and 3. Mike Tyson, Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, okay. They're putting these guys in the game. Isaac Frost is on there. The people from Fight Night Champions. So think about it. These type of things would be so different, and people wouldn't really expect that. Okay, they really wouldn't. Make it where you have mandatory challenges. All these things would be beautiful. Make it where you don't have to go through the Olympics, if you don't want to, but you can make that option there. That would be so. And look, now you have social media, right? You have different ways of promoting yourself and getting your name out there. You got to put all these things that's in today's world in this game, man. And then when these guys are like trying to get their name out there, their popularity grows, the more they promote themselves and stuff, do the things that make people watch and go, oh, damn. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Oh, that's what we need. We don't just need just a boxing game. And I started thinking about this even more when I constantly keep seeing the esports demo, because it's the same thing over and over, and we haven't seen anything new yet. So I don't know what else is in there, but most definitely, make where you can customize arenas. Why not? Why not? You can set the arena up the way you want to. You can set the ring up the way you want to. You can customize the ring, give it, everything. Why not? Put it on there, man. Put it on there. We need something different, something special. We need a boxing game that's going to last even longer than the last one did. But if you do that, trust me, the follow-up is going to be that much bigger. The anticipation for it. We need something like that, man. Why can't you go for a jog? Why can't you go and jump rope? Why can't you do things in actual motion, not just, a bag lighting up and you hit it and that was cool when it happened, but we don't need that now. And that was on the second one? We don't need that now. Make it where you're actually punching the bag, going around, moving the bag. We got the technology to do it now. The same with the speed bag, the middle bag, all of that stuff, man. Even up and down the rope, everything. Everything. And don't make it where it's some trick to do it. Up twice, down twice, circle halves, all this goofy stuff where we're sitting there trying to get something simple and it's taking forever. No, make it where you can do it, but the point is you're doing it. Like I said, you can simulate or you can do it. You can shadow box, get in the ring and shadow box, get out the ring and shadow box. I mean, put this stuff in the game, man. Put this stuff in the game, and that's only going to make you better. It's just like if you're playing 2K, right, and you're playing scrimmage, or you're just shooting. You know what happens? You're practicing your moves and how to move and all that, but then when you play scrimmage, you realize, like, okay, wait, it's different when somebody's on you, right? Okay, just like in real life. So you practicing, you get that ball handle up, you know how to move here, you know what hand to go to, what button to click, and it, boom. And it makes it that much more fun for the gamer. So I think we need that. I'm pretty sure that even for people that's going, you do that and do it right, guarantee you they'll be going, oh, this is different. Just some thoughts, some wishes really, because I hope that we see things like that in the game. Definitely got to put the women's division in there. And like I said, don't put 10 women on there and say, oh, okay, that's the women's division. No, man. Put Christy Martin on there. Put Mia St. James on there, man. Come on. There's a lot of them. Valerie Mahfoud, there's people we can put on there, man, that in the current stars right now. And not only is this a new boxing game, but this is an introduction to people who've never played boxing games before. Okay, and a reintroduction to boxing, saying, you loved this before, wait till you see what we got now. We don't want something with just better graphics. It moves a little better, but there's really nothing special about it. And no story mode, please. Make a career mode. No story mode, man. We don't need the scripted, it was cool when it happened, but honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. The one thing that kind of took the fun out of Fight Night Champions is trying to beat Isaac Frost, because it was like, come on, man. I'm like half stamina. He hit me 4 times. I'm out. I can't even take a blow from this guy clearly and cleanly. And, we don't need no more story modes, man. No more superhuman Marvel character type, Ivan Drago, Rocky movie type characters, man. Like, straight up their ability versus your ability. That's all we need. That is all we need. The game will have different levels, I'm sure, right? So you increase the level if you want to make it harder. But to just be at a disadvantage, and I know those things happen in real life. Yeah, you break your hand in the ring. You got to fight. You got one hand. That stuff is, but it was easier to win a fight with a broke hand than it was to beat Isaac Frost with 2 good hands. You understand what I'm saying? It was just, I mean, trying to beat that guy was like, oh, are you serious, man? It was like, come on. I can beat all these other people. I can destroy people. My skills is up, but I can't beat this dude, right? And it just kind of was a headache. No story mode, please. We don't need a story mode, man. Career mode, yes. Career mode. You can have your own little, customizations and all stuff that you do and everything, but let's not just put another boxing game out and say, okay, new game, and then we get a bunch of bad reviews, and then now we got to wait another 2-3 years to get a decent one. Even when the new one come out, I'm still going to play Fight Night Champions. That's just my game, man. I love that game. I really do. So we need something that's going to be better, not even equal, better, way better. That came out in 2011. It's 2020, about to be 2021. So we need to be at a whole different level. We need to have everything I'm saying on this that this game should have. If this stuff was on this game, believe that. Even when you're campaigning for fights and stuff like that, I mean, you can listen. There's so many other ideas I have. I don't want to make this video too long, but I think I put enough information on there, and I hope that this type of stuff gets out there, and that people see this video, and that people actually share this video and like make it known. We need people to understand, like, we need something out there. We need, look, that's why we create platforms, right? So we have a voice, so we can express what we like and what we think. This would be something special, and that's what we want. So anyway, look, that's all I'm going to say in this video. I will catch you guys on the next one.